Hey, witchlings. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to tell everybody else we were going live. I honestly cannot freaking wait until my pages and everything are back to normal and I can stop doing all of this, cloak and dagger shit. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so plus, whoops, wrong button. Plus, we have the new pupper in the house, and he is just absolutely driving the other furry kids batshit crazy. So, if you see me looking over this way, the door is right there. Fuzzbud is currently sitting in the doorway, sticking his head through the door, but not leaving the room. Because I do believe Took is sitting probably in the walkway, in the doorway from the living room to the hallway here. And Fuzzbutt is not happy about having another dog in the house. So, work. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Just making sure everything is moving along here. Trying to stay somewhat organized. I am going to be cleaning my office today. Okay. Cheers to you all. Okay, so that's okay. I am trying to make sure that I remember to show everybody all of the cards and everything. I apologize because I know you guys are going to see everything backwards. I don't remember how to fix it, so we'll figure it out. Fuzzbutt, don't be a dick. Leave the dog alone. I'm shutting the door. Be a good furry overlord. So, I fucked up. I am readjusting because after having done a week's worth of pre-records, I had been popping the extra video clips in. And if I go full screen with what I'm doing here, I can't do that. And I like to have it full screen, but that's okay. Will do. So, moving on. All right. Let's get started, shall we? And I'm sorry you guys don't get to see the cute little clips that the YouTubers do. Once I get everything back, I'm so freaking frustrated with flipping Facebook for, taking away my freaking profile and, all of this shit that they've done. But hey, what can I say? So, our first card is we need to light our candle. We really do. So, I forgot yesterday. Yesterday was a cluster. All right. Candle today. I found out over the weekend, I think it was over the weekend, pretty sure it was Sunday night, that someone I used to be kind of close to, a vet sister, passed away almost 2 years ago. I am very, very upset by this. I honestly do not blame her family or anyone for not, telling us, because She she was diabetic. She was actually the first diabetic I ever met who had an insulin pump. And as I said, she was a vet sister. And well, she was admitted to, I want to say, the ER at the Seattle VA. And they decided to send her home, well, discharge her, knowing that I believe at the time she was homeless. And her blood sugar still was not quite fixed that day. So they just discharged her. No ride home, no nothing. She was finally found, I don't remember how much later, wandering downtown Seattle, middle of winter, cold as fuck. Very much not dressed appropriately. I believe she was barely dressed if she was wearing anything. And when they got her back to the VA emergency room, her blood sugar was in the triple digits. It was like 300 or 400 and something, which is very, very, very bad. Very bad. Now, before this incident, she was brilliant, and she was so sweet and so kind and just so, she was sharp as a tack. Afterwards, she was never the same. She was worse than someone who has undergone ECT, electric shock treatment for depression. And yes, I have experience with people, with someone who has. She was not mentally there completely anymore. And wow, that hurt, because she was just an amazing person prior to this. She was never the same after that. And she was in and out of the hospital, I don't know how many times, over the course of the 15, 16 years I knew her. And we were friends on Facebook, and she'd pop up on Facebook for a while, and then she'd fall off the face of the earth. And then she'd either pop up on Facebook or I'd run into her at the hospital. So I didn't, think too much of it. And another vet sister popped online the other night, asked me if I'd heard from her. And I'm like, yeah, no, I haven't seen hide nor hair of her in a while again. And my other friend is like, yeah, that's same. And well, she did a Google, found her obituary. April of 2022. There is nothing in the obit that says how she died. All we know is that her health had been really bad around that time. And from some of her Facebook posts around that time, she and the thing that she had been dating were not doing well. He had landed her in the hospital a couple of times at least, because he would get violent. So, I don't know. But I am lighting today's candle for my friend and sister of my heart, Bree. You are very much missed. We love you. You were such a bright light in such a dark world. I'm really hoping that it was not him that killed her. Yeah. So, our first card is, do this. All right. We have the priest. Oh, that camera is horrible. I am so sorry, guys. I know why that. Yeah. We're gonna put this off. Ah, that worked. Ah. Oh, fuck. My witchlings. Oh my god. You guys missed the entire candle. I am so sorry. I will make a reel of just the candle later and post it for you guys. So today's first card is the priest. Reversed, by the way. The priest reversed. It correlates to the Hierophant in a more traditional deck. Cats follow their own conscience. We think for ourselves. No external authority can tell a cat what is sacred and worthy of reverence. But we do have traditions and teachings that are handed down and held in respect. In our holy temples, the priests are responsible for preserving and interpreting the cat mysteries, the tales of the clans and the songs of the cat goddess herself. The rites must be observed, and we honor the priest for his willingness to dedicate his lives to this service. If our faith in ourselves should falter, he sets our paws back on the path. The cat's advice. Dogma and rigid thinking can stifle spiritual growth. Don't impose your belief on others or let them impose their beliefs on you. Don't confuse the trappings of religion for a true religious experience. Look for the deeper meaning and reject those who oppose the exploration of truth. Ooh, I like that one. Basically, you know what? The difference between religion and spirituality, or hold on, disciples and followers, or Christians and disciples. There we go. Oh, where was I reading that? Son of a biscuit. Oh, there was a really interesting discussion the other day that I was reading on Facebook. I think it was yesterday, about how most churches want followers, not disciples. Disciples want to learn, and they want to learn about the Bible, and they want to learn about their faith, and they want to learn about the people. And they do not take the Bible literally and, as the gospel truth, okay? They understand it to be mainly allegory and fable. Not fable, but you know what I mean. So, be a disciple, not a follower. Do not follow blindly. Next, we have Sky Kitten. Oh, that camera is so awful. I am so sorry. I'm using a tablet for the Yoga with Dai page, and I am so sorry. That is our Sky Kitten. I'm working on getting better tech for some of this until, I can get Facebook to cooperate with me. And something fluttering up high above has caught the attention of this Sky Kitten. For the first time, she attempted a great leap, and then another, always focused on her goal. Look at her jump. She is learning the strategies needed to conquer her foes. In this case, her foe is the wind itself, but she doesn't need to know that. Now it's all about aspiration. In time, she's going to succeed. And the cat's advice with this: you are beginning to imagine your life and yourself as you would like them to be, and the urge to take on new challenges is strong. Don't be afraid to fall a few times in the process, and don't let self-consciousness keep you from pushing past your safety zone. Aspire to greater things. Don't let fear hold you back. I've done that for many years. And finally, we have the Empress reversed. There you go. Look at the kitty with the babies. The mama cat with her babies. Right. Is there anything more beautiful than a mother cat with her kittens? Of all the things we hold sacred, this bond is the most precious. Our Empress is the embodiment of motherly love, and with each generation, we honor her with a special place in our hearts. From the moment her little ones are born, she nurtures them with her body and defends them fiercely and watches over them faithfully. She would die for them if it came to that. And yet, she knows her duty is to care, not to consume. When her kittens are ready, she encourages them to go forth into their own lives and watches them go with tender pride. Kitty's advice: if you have been wounded by mothering, either by your own mother or from someone else in a mothering role, you may shy away from allowing your own maternal nature to come forth. Or you may not let others nurture you for fear of being smothered by obligation. Find a way to release and heal these old patterns. That mother wound goes deep. It really does. Welcome to the Shitty Moms Club. Sorry you're here, but we're happy to have you. And so, our oracle. I'm going to take a slug of coffee first. Oh. We have decided that my office, for the time being, is a took-free zone. Took is the new pupper. So Sarge, Luna, and Fuzzbutt all have, a safe place to go where Took can't bother them. He will be welcome in here once everybody is used to one another, but for now, this is their safe place. So, what do our oracle cards have to say? Oh, we are going to take the glasses off because, they're not working well today. There. We are looking for the deeper meanings in life and rejecting dogma and rigid thinking. It is karmic. Oof. Oh my God, that is so horrible. All right, karmic. And I'll let you guys see it. Haha. All right, so we are following our karma and, not confusing the trappings of religion with a true religious experience. That is karma. And by aspiring to greater things, we have underlying motives. Does this actually make sense? It kind of does. We have underlying motives for aspiring to greater things. Aren't there usually underlying motives for our aspirations? And then, this one does make sense. You've been wounded. You have that mother wound, right? It is all an act. It is all an act that we're, normal and not carrying that deep, painful mother wound. Makes sense. Buzz yourself. Okay. Somebody commented on something. I'm not sure who or where, but that's okay. All right. We are going to pick the cards up, which means I got to move my glasses. It's on Facebook, but I'm not sure where, and it does not appear she's commenting on anything in the live here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Toss the cards where they belong. Look. brain, very definitely random access memory today. My Mystical Cats is one of the few decks I have right now that I'm still keeping in its original box because, well, I love the box that it came in. And then, this Oracle deck stays in its box. There we go. It can go over here for a moment. And today's rune. All right. Urus. Okay, I am pretty sure. Whoops. Yeah, it is not inverted. So we have, I'm going to show you guys first. We have Urus. Ur-Uz. And there it is. Haha. You can see it. Haha. And for you lovely peoples. Okay. I'm getting annoyed today. So, Urus, the divinity is Urd, the goddess of past, and she's also one of the three Norns. Symbol is the cow. Element is earth. The tree is the birch. Plant, Iceland moss. Stone is azurite. The color is dark blue, which makes sense because I believe azurite is dark blue. And the animal is the cow and just cattle in general. You have the strength within you to fulfill all your dreams. But with strength comes responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. Thank you very much, Stanley. Strength is not a force to wield over others, but a force to stop others from exerting power over you. Use your strength to keep focused on your path and to stop yourself from being outmaneuvered. Uruz is the rune of the aurochs, a strong, wild, and ox-like creature that is now extinct. Why do I have a feeling that I can see some scientist deciding he wants to bring it back? They're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger. Did they learn nothing from the Jurassic Park movies? This rune, like the animal, represents strength, endurance, and vitality. And it was necessary for young men to venture out and vanquish one of these animals on their own if they hoped to join the warrior class. Uruz should be applied when you need that extra boost of wild energy, that flare of frenzied strength to push through the perimeters of your limits and obstacles. Uh-oh. One moment. Move, fuzzy butts. What the fluff? Okay. I think Took is dreaming outside in the hallway. I heard yip. Actually, give me just a second. I need to go check on them. I heard a pupper kind of yipping, and I want to make sure that everything is okay. I will be right back. Yes, seriously, where? Hey, Scoots. Scoot, I'll step on you. Not that. I knew you were going to get up in that chair. Brat, come here. Come here. Oof. Big baby. Ha, I got you. Ha, I got you. Yes, you can get up there for now. Let me clip the mic back on. Yeah, say hi to the furry overlord, everyone. Come on, dang it. There we go. Oh, no, shit. Are you okay? Yeah? Okay. All right, let's see. Uruz represents fortitude and the ability to work long, hard hours, giving sweat and blood to the earth. Uruz teaches us to be sturdy, headstrong, and not to waver in the face of threats. It encourages us It encourages us to make ourselves strong in all ways, to become untamed forces of self actualization and creation. Urus should be applied to the body, mind, and spirit, for if one of these elements is weak, they all will suffer. Let Urus be a beacon of strength and solidarity for you to meditate on, acting as an anchor for your soul in rough and unsure times. Uruz is a rune of superior vitality and stone-like endurance. You can never be broken if you have unlocked the powers of Uruz. That is my coffee. Sorry. That's hot, baby. Let's see, where was I? You can never be broken if you have unlocked the powers of Uruz within, and it will always act as a force of resilience against weakness and illness. Use this rune to acquire deeper levels of strength and power in all aspects of life, for it will guide you to a place of confidence and quell any insecure feelings that hinder your growth. Uru should be used to invoke divine strength, rage, and vigor, a useful ingredient to any spell of confidence and solidarity. Meditate on this rune often for iron-like qualities. Uruz is a rune steeped in chaos, for it still holds the wild and raw energies of creation. The aurochs, cow, and bull, are all very important symbols to the Indo-European consciousness. Really, baby? That you're bugging you? Symbolizing the initial nourishing elements and building blocks of creation. From most angles of Indo-European spirituality, we encounter a primeval creature similar to the aurochs, this being usually symbolizing the first organic creation of existence, or the source being who is slain and brings about the creation of the world as we know it. Kind of cool. In relationships, Uruz signifies an increased passion without a hint of any promiscuity or perversion. In many cases, this rune indicates a partner of strong feelings, far from the pampered and subtle far from the pampered and subtle reflection. If you have any doubts regarding your loved one, this rune dispels them as having no basis. In addition, the rune may indicate that the hour of a decisive explanation is near. It can bring dynamics such as preparation for a wedding, the long-awaited start of an intimate relationship, etc., into the relationship. Okay, just checking on him. In work. Good, no cat hair. In work, this rune indicates a successful outcome in matters like investment or starting a new business. However, you have to work hard to achieve all your goals. But on the other hand, this rune convincingly suggests that no matter how... Boy, it's driving me nuts today. That no matter how hard the burden may seem, how difficult the burden may seem, you will have the strength to carry it. This rune suggests a high efficiency of work and a high probability of a promotion. Oh, fuzzy but be good. Our key takeaways. Physical strength and speed. Untamed potential. A time of great energy and health. Oh, that would be so nice. Freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tenacity, understanding, and wisdom. Sudden or unexpected changes, usually for the better. Sexual desire, masculine potency, masculine. The shaping of power and pattern, formulation of the self, energy, passion, vitality, instinct, wildness, fertility, the unconscious, primitive mind, irrationality, shamanic experiences, rite of passages, rites of passage, I can get it right, life force, physical health, courage, organic structure, manifestation, formation, healing, vigor, and endurance. Okay, kind of cool. And just checking on the kitty cat. Today's goddess. I actually was going to use a different goddess today. And as you guys know, I have my deck that I use, which I will show you the box. I have the deck that I use, the Legendary Ladies. And there is a book that goes along with it that I have on my Kindle. Unfortunately, not all of the goddesses in the deck are in the book. And the goddess I first chose for today was not in the book. And I have gotten to the point that I really enjoy the goddesses that are in the book because I like being able to give you guys the mythology behind them. And I didn't want to have to look her up because I was running out of time. So we ended up with this fine goddess. And we have Amaterasu. Amaterasu. And her thing is inner beauty. And she is a Shinto goddess. And she is actually kind of fascinating. And has one really, really, really cool tidbit about her that you guys will learn at the almost very end. So, her mythology. The sun goddess Amaterasu was born from the left eye of the god Izanagi. She had dominion over the land and sea. She was the warmth and beauty of the sun. A benevolent protector and provider for humans, she gifted them with rice, silk, and fabric. However, she constantly feuded with her brother, Susano, the god of storms. A rivalry that came to a head when their father banished Susano from heaven. In response, he got pissed off and went on a rampage and destroyed Amaterasu's rice fields, piled feces on her throne. Are we sure he wasn't Amber Heard in disguise? And threw the flayed skin of a horse, her sacred animal, into her weaving workshop and killed one of her handmaidens in doing so. Disgusted and furious, Amaterasu went into hiding in a cave, and she decided to take the light of the sun with her. In darkness, all life on earth then began to die. Are we surprised? We are not surprised. And the kami, Shinto divine beings, started to worry. Millions of kami gathered outside her cave and pleaded for her to come out, but to no avail. Finally, Uzume, spirit of joy, began dancing and attracted the attention of all the kami, who laughed, sang, and cheered with the beautiful dancer. When Amaterasu, there we go, called out to ask what was happening, someone told her another goddess had come to replace her. Curiosity got the best of her. She peeked out of her cave and stared right into a magic mirror that the kami had constructed outside. Having never seen her own reflection before, she was momentarily entranced by her own beauty. And the other kamis seized this opportunity to yank her ass out of the cave and throw her back onto her throne. Because of her importance, Japan is now called the land of the rising sun, and all emperors are said to be her descendants. See, I told you you'd learn a little cool tidbit. So, we are calling on Amaterasu when we want to recognize the power within ourselves and find the courage to let it shine. Drawing this card means finding your own inner beauty and shining it onto the world, like the Japanese goddess Amaterasu. If you've been disappointed or discouraged, look within yourself for the light you need to go forward. She's a pretty cool goddess. And today's Namaste. We have no goal today. Sometimes our goals can keep us from being in the moment. Goals can overshadow the experience we are having while we pursue our wants. Sometimes, to be successful, we just have to focus on what needs to be done rather than focusing on the end game. When we focus on the process, we give more effort to what we are doing. This can be the leverage we need to reach our goal. And sometimes, when we are focused on the goal instead of, what we're actually doing, we are just so focused on the fact that there's so much more left to do before we hit that end goal that we don't realize just how much we've accomplished already. Uh-oh, there's a puppy. Well, not a puppy. There's a sergeant. What's the matter, Sergeant Puppy? Come here. Come here, baby doll. Come here. We'll go potty in a minute. Mama's almost done. Okay? And then today's self-compassion act. See? Self-compassion. Bring to mind a recent small frustration. Notice the sensations of those difficult emotions. Take a breath and then notice what, if any, other emotions may also be present in this moment. So, okay, I need to do this real quick or keep it quiet because others are trying to rest in the house. So, okay, right now I am concerned about Sarge and a little stressed out trying to integrate a new pupper into the household. So I've got that going on. So along with that is a lot of frustration because I feel like a lot of it gets dumped on mom. But along with that, there's some happiness and some joy because we were able to help out someone we care about. And he's such a cute puppy. So, there's that. And some guilt over the fact that, I do think he's such a cute puppy and I am kind of happy to have him. So there's a lot. And I need to learn to just sit with it and not try to fix it. And today's Mr. Rogers quote. What does Mr. Rogers have to say? Yes, this one actually goes along with what I was just thinking, but hmm. Considering the state of the world, I think this one is appropriate. In times of stress, the best thing we can do for each other is to listen with our ears and our hearts, and to be assured that our questions are just as important as our answers. There is so freaking much hate and discontent going on in the world right now, from Palestine and Hamas to to Ukraine and Russia. I'm learning to, the racial inequities here in our own country and gender inequities. Um, and everything going on with the current political climate in the United States, because it is an election year. And yeah, there is so much divisiveness and hatred going on that we do need to remember to step back and just genuinely listen to one another. Because attacking doesn't help anybody. Yes, I may vehemently disagree with your political views and opinions, but we do very much have so much more in common than we don't. On the flip side of that, however, I will not agree to disagree on human rights. I will not agree to disagree on whether a person deserves to live. Trans rights. Trans women are women, trans men are men. They have every right to live their lives as their true selves. LGBTQ people, which again includes the trans people, they deserve everything that heterosexual people have. They deserve to be able to get married. They deserve to have, normal lives like everybody else. Disabled people. We deserve to be able to get married and not lose our benefits. Those of us who are on government Social Security benefits. Native Americans. I am not going to get started on that because I will rant and rave about Native Americans for hours. Well, actually, any of these subjects. And my favorite at the moment, freedom of religion or freedom from religion. These topics are ones that I will not agree to disagree with anyone on. LGBTQ is not a lifestyle choice. You are born that way. And to the next person who says that, it is a choice, I will ask them, did you just wake up one day and decide you were going to be heterosexual? Or have you just always known? And on that note, ladies and germs, I am going to bid you all a fond farewell. And I will say, I do hope you'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Is tomorrow Wednesday? I have no idea what day of the week it is. I think it is Wednesday. Holy sherble. I have no clue. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. I have no idea anymore. So, Wednesday, we have nothing going on but the daily draw tomorrow. So, I will be live again. We're going to be doing this shit until I can figure out how to fix it. So, I am so sorry. I invite those of you who are watching me, especially here on Yoga with Di. I will link you guys to the Yoga with Di Lynn YouTube, which will have far better video and audio quality. You guys here over at Di the Yoga Witch, I will link the Di the Yoga Witch YouTube, because again, better video and audio quality. And for you fine, fantabulous people who are watching on YouTube and Twitch, and I forgot to go live on Insta. I'm a dorkfish. Oh well. Stick with me. And on that note, I will wish you all a very happy, wonderful day. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, and as Will Wheaton says, I love this pin. Don't be a dick. It says, don't be a dick. I love it. Oh, and they can't see it because it's backwards. I will see you all tomorrow. Love you.